Okay. So hope it is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So last two classes we had been discussing about the types of carriers, then the carrier concentrations in the semiconductors. Okay, particularly we had been discussing about the intrinsic semiconductors, N0 and P0, the electron concentrations and all concentrations. Thermal. These are the particular thermally generated carriers. Okay, and yeah, that's up to this we discussed in the last two classes. Then uh, types of semiconductors to okay, intrinsic already you know there is no impurities or lattice defects in the semiconductors, and just pointers.
So something like system information is showing on the slide.
What? Sorry.
Okay, sir. No problem, sir. Now it is okay.
Everything is okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So yeah, so what intrinsic materials, there is no uh, particularly if you consider the silicon, intrinsic silicon, uh, there is almost no use of the intrinsic semiconductors because the carrier concentration level is very low. What we require for the active devices, that thermally generated intrinsic silicon or intrinsic semiconductor, there is no such use. Okay. Then how to increase? That's why please Mil. For that, what is the way out? Way out is to increase the carrier concentrations by some means of okay. That is the doping. So one most important properties of a semiconductor is that it can be doped with different types and concentrations of impurities. Okay, so that is one advantage. So we can dope some and increase the concentrations of the carrier concentration in the semiconductors by means of some impurities. Okay, that is called the doping. So extrinsic materials, so or doped materials by adding some impurity to increase your carrier concentrations. So either N type or P type. So N type already you have read this in class 12. N type semiconductors, P type semiconductor, and N type you have the mostly electron. Majority carriers are electrons. What happened? It's not working. Something wrong. Okay. So this is the N type, and N type means mostly majority carriers are electrons, and P type are mostly holes. That already you know about this. Okay. And also, I think you know how to make this intrinsic semiconductors into P type or N type semiconductors. Okay. Uh, to make semiconductors really useful, most introduce other means of creating or holes or electrons that I told that to increase the carrier concentrations. Okay. Then what is the way? The doping, that is the means of the doping method, that is the engineered introduction of foreign atoms to modify the semiconductor electrical properties. Okay. And okay, then how to make this silicon? Already you know, silicon has four outermost covalent bond. This is the atomic structures of silicon. Okay, and you see this is the four electrons you have outside. My page is not working today. So you have 4 electrons here, and here, here, and here outer shell there is a 4 valence electrons. So each silicon atom has 4 electrons outer. Okay. Forget about.
Sir, can you increase the size of cursor?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So
Okay,
here
sir.
you have electrons. Here you have electrons. Here you have electrons, and here you have electrons. So these, suppose this is my silicon atom. Silicon are crystalline in nature. Okay, so periodic arrangement of atoms are available. So as it is crystalline, so it is periodically arranged in silicon atom. So green color, the green one is silicon. Okay, and it has the outer shell 4 electrons out. Okay, covalent electrons. So here also some these electrons and this one, because my pen is not working today, I am using the cursor. So these electrons make the covalent bond. Okay. So silicon is atoms are arranged in crystalline nature and they make the covalent bonds. Okay. So for that, that is for the pure semiconductors. Okay, fine. Now when you dope some foreign atoms, okay, so suppose arsenic, phosphorus, or antimony, which have the 5 valence electrons. Okay, so this is your this atom. You see, this is the pink color circle. So suppose this atom will be doped into the intrinsic semiconductor or silicon. Okay, so it has the 5 valence electrons. Okay, so how it will work? Some means of process technology that I will skip. That is the some IC process technology available. This doping mechanism. Okay, doping process. So if you do that, then this atom, suppose phosphorus, will substitute the silicon atom here. Okay, so now you see this pink one. This one is your foreign atoms. So this, as it has the 5 valence electrons, so there are 1 extra electrons. So in this way, if you dope the large number of atoms of foreign atoms, then you will have the extra electrons. Okay, so we can write that extra electrons will be available in this system. So as the electrons will be the majority here, so we can say this is the N-type silicon. Okay. So ND, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You are
yes, sir.
audible.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, so what happens? Suppose we are as an engineer, device engineer, or electronics engineer, anyone. So suppose it has ND atoms, ND concentrations of these atoms are doped in the intrinsic silicon. So it will be ionized. You will have ND plus, so ND plus ions, okay, and electrons in, that is the N concentration of electrons will be created. So ND neutral atoms, it will be ionized, the ND plus N number of electrons. Okay, so as this is the N number of electrons will be in this your system. So that's why this is called the M-type silicon. Okay. Similarly, so this is called the whatever the what the foreign atoms were doping, that is called the donors, because the electrons are they are giving. So it is the donor atoms. Okay.
So what does it?
Sorry.
So what does
Explain the term ND0 and ND plus.
Oh, ND0 is the number of concentrations of neutral foreign atoms. This one. Suppose phosphorus. Suppose I have doped the phosphorus atoms. So this is in your hand. As an engineer, how will tune the your intrinsic semiconductor to the n-type semiconductor. Okay, how many electrons you want to increase? Okay, that is in your hand. So this Nd is the neutral atom concentrations which we are going to dope. Okay, and that will be,
that means only the donor atoms, na?
yes, that is the donor. D for donor. Okay.
Sir,
Sir, can we use group 6 elements like sulfur and tellurium,
No,
selenium?
no, because whatever that is the how silicon, what is the size of silicon atom? Okay, because size of silicon atom is nearly, these are the nearly same size of the silicon atoms. So when we have to substitute this type of atoms, we can substitute. Okay. So next, please mute. Similarly, if you use the p-type, that is, if you use the boron, okay. So this is the boron. If you doped, so boron, this one is boron. Suppose 3 outer shell or valence electrons are there. Okay. So when you dope boron into the intrinsic, there will be one vacancy, okay, of or short of the electrons bond. Will be here. There is no one formation. Okay. So there will be the holes will be so short of the electrons. That means holes will be generated. So if the holes are generated, then we can say this is the, yes, P majority carriers is P type. So where same thing, the Na0 is the neutral acceptor concentrations. Okay. Then it will be ionized, where Na minus plus P, that is the concentration of holes, will be created. So as carrier concentrations are holes are generated by the doping, then majority carriers will be your holes. Now, now what will be your minority carriers?
sir,
Say electrons.
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 Sir. Yes.
Okay.
Electrons,
So,
sir.
so from where it is coming? How you are getting this?
Already present in the semiconductor.
That is present in
It,
semiconductor.
it is due to thermal
Already
motion
present in
of
the semiconductor.
inside any atom.
Yeah. So what about the, so in p type, if the holes are the majority carriers, that is due to the doping, as well as some minority carriers are there that are basically thermally generated carriers. Okay. This is the thermally generated carriers, those minority carriers. Okay. Please mute.
sir, I wanted to ask a doubt. Sir, I'm asking that if we take a 5 gram silicon, then we also have to use 5 gram of the donor, means phosphorus, or 5 gram of anything, means the same amount we have to take.
No, I will discuss.
No.
I will discuss. Okay. In the next two slides, it will be clear. Okay.
Sir, formation of hole.
Hmm.
So during formation of hole, does covalent bond breaks?
There is the shortage of covalent. Yes, there is no covalent bond formations here. Okay.
Then sir,
So due
silicon
to
will be
that,
unstable.
silicon.
So then the whole thing will be unstable because number of bonds are breaking.
No. As a you will see the charge neutrality. Charge neutrality will maintain here. Okay. If you have the P plus Nd plus is equal to N plus Na minus, that should be maintained in the any system. Okay. And also, if you see that P concentration and N concentrations using these equations, again it shows that P into N is equal to Ni square. Okay, this one. So this is called the law of mass action. Similar things we have observed in intrinsic semiconductors. You will see P is equal to N0, P0 into N0 is equal to Ni square. Okay, so same thing, it is valid. The law of mass action. This law is called the law of mass actions. Okay. Similarly, for intrinsic semiconductor as well as your extrinsic semiconductors, this one is valid law of mass actions. So my pen is not working here today. So this is equal to, it's very difficult to write, law of mass action.
Sir, you can change the cursor.
Yeah. So this is law of mass action, and this is valid for both intrinsic as well as your extrinsic semiconductors. But this one you have to remember, N and P may no longer equal is equal to Ni, because in the intrinsic semiconductor N0 P0 is N0 is equal to P0 is equal to Ni. Okay, but in extrinsic semiconductor it will not be. Okay, so these are the P type and N type semiconductors, and finally I want to show this one. Case 1, if you consider the intrinsic semiconductors, we have no donor, we have acceptor, so this is 0. Okay, so for that we will have N0 is equal to P0 is equal to Ni. Okay, so this is for, if we summarize what are the carrier concentrations in the semiconductors, so we can see the N0 P0 is equal to Ni. Okay, now case 2, N type semiconductors, where donor atoms are very greater than the acceptors. Okay, suppose there is no acceptors, so only the donors are there. So Nd total minus Na total is very greater than Ni. Okay, so we can say, hello.
Sir, is Nd concentration of arsenic, phosphorus?
Nd is the donor. Okay, so N-type semiconductor, what doping materials? The donors. Okay, so donors is very greater than Ni. Ni of, that means if I consider the silicon, it should be greater than that value, 1.5 into 10 to the power 10. Okay.
Sir, what is Nd total and Na total?
Which one?
Donor and acceptor.
Donor concentration and acceptor concentrations. Okay.
Sir, what is Ni?
Ni is the intrinsic area concentration for intrinsic semiconductors here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that means when we are doping, if it is completely ionized, then we can say the electron concentrations N0 in N-type semiconductors is almost equal to the Nd total. That means donor atoms concentrations. So in that case, what concentrations you are using to dope the semiconductor or to get your N-type semiconductor, that is in your hand, because I need this materials, this N-type semiconductor or 10 to the power 16 orders concentrations. So, okay, in that case, we have to dope the donor total is 10 to the power 16 orders. Okay, per cubic cc or per cubic centimeter cube. Okay, so this is your concentration in your hand, Nd total, so that as a device engineer, according to his device, he can tune this carrier concentration of your N-type semiconductors. And P0 is equal to, already you know the N0 into P0 is equal to Ni square. Okay, so P0 you can find the Ni square by Nd total. Okay, for n-type semiconductors. Okay, so intrinsic semiconductors N0 P0 is equal to Ni. For n-type semiconductor, N0 is equal to Nd total. That means doping concentration.
Sir,
That
but
is the total.
N0 P0 is
Sorry.
N0 P0 is equal to Ni square will not hold in case of extrinsic, no sir.
N0
Hold.
No, it will
and
hold.
Always
It would
hold.
N0
multiplication
P0,
always hold.
N0
Except in case of
Ni
recombination.
square, it is always hold for intrinsic as well as extrinsic. Okay, but N0 is equal to P0 is equal to Ni. This is hold only for intrinsic semiconductor, not for other semiconductors. Okay. Similarly, if you come to the p-type semiconductors where we are using the acceptor atoms, so acceptor atoms is very much greater than the obviously donor. So there is no donor as such. If we say, then Na total is very greater than Ni. Okay. So what are the concentration, whole concentration? That is similarly, what are the acceptor ions you are doping? That is almost equal to the whole concentrations. So again, this is your control. This Na is in your hand. So you can control this value to get your P0 concentration for p-type semiconductor. That means whole concentration you can tune by externally doping. That is the acceptor atoms. How much concentration of acceptor atoms you are going to dope, that will give the whole concentrations. If you know the whole concentrations, then N0 is equal to Ni square by N. Okay, so using this,
So what does P0 represent?
Sir, what does N0 and P0 denotes in case of the extrinsic semiconductors?
These are the whole concentration in p-type, and N0 is the electron, or whatever the N0 and P0 we are talking about. These are the electron concentration. N0 is electron concentration in p-type. P0 is equal to electron concentration in p-type. Similarly, N0 is the electron concentration in n-type. Here, P0 is the electron concentration of a whole concentration of. So N0 is electron concentration and P0 is the whole concentration.
Sir, but the method to calculate Ni is the same as the formula of that under root NV NC e to the EC minus EV divided by KB.
Ni calculations is the thermally generated for a room temperatures. That is the specific value for different semiconductor. It will have different values. Okay. So for germanium, it will be it is NCNB will be given, and band gap will be given. Temperature if known, then you can calculate your Ni value. Okay. So for it will have some different value because the band gap is different. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Doping is basically done to increase conductivity. So if we dope intrinsic semiconductor by n-type and p-type equal amount of, then also conductivity will increase.
Sorry.
If we dope intrinsic semiconductor with equal amount of boron and phosphorus, then also conductivity will increase because net charge is equal to 0. Then also
talking about this is in your hands. How much you will dope? It should be obviously greater than the Ni. Okay. Because Ni is, suppose silicon, you have already intrinsic area concentration 10 to the 10 order you have. Okay. So to increase the area concentrations, obviously you have to dope greater than this Ni value. Okay. 10 to the 10 orders. Okay. So particularly for active device, generally when we use the silicon MOS device or other devices, generally we use the 10 to the 15, 16 order carrier concentration, even 17 order carrier concentration. So whereas silicon intrinsic values 10 to the 10 orders, but we need 10 to the 7, 18 or 19 orders carrier concentrations. So for that, you can increase this electron concentration value by your doping. Either you have to dope donor ions or acceptor ions. Okay.
The N-type
so if we take equal
semiconductor.
amount of donor and acceptor ion, then also conductivity will increase. I am asking this. equal
Sorry?
amount of.
Tell me.
If we take
Sir,
equal amount of
taking
Conductivity
if equal
and conductivity, how to increase. So obviously
equal
you have to
amounts are
increase, you have to
some
increase your
noise is coming from
ND
background,
value
sir.
or NA value.
if equal amounts are used, then the number of
Yes,
charge
yes,
carriers will
I'll.
remain the same, no, sir.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Then
I'm asking.
conductivity.
okay. Conductivity, I will come. I'll show you next in the next few slides. Okay, how to increase your ND, how affecting your ND and NA. Okay.
Sir,
Okay,
one
sir.
doubt. In case of doping, do we replace the silicon atoms with the external donor atoms or acceptor atoms, or we just add it in the between the
It will
spaces?
replace. It will replace.
Sir, then where the
Yeah.
silicon atom goes?
Sir, doping is the doping done through bombardment of silicon atoms with other atoms?
Yeah, that process technology one is called the diffusion process, thermal diffusion. Okay, that is the out of scope here. I can't go through this. That is the completely process technology, how the silicon, growth of silicon, then how to dope the silicon. Okay, one process is diffusion process, another is the ion implantation process. Ion implantation, that any heavy energy ions will be bombarding on your silicon wafer, intrinsic silicon wafer, silicon substrate. Then you will get some doping to increase your doping concentration. You will make the p type or n type. So finally, if I ask, suppose I have the p type semiconductors or n type semiconductors, okay, and intrinsic semiconductors, can you tell me, intrinsic semiconductor, what type of charges are there?
Holes
So
and
both
electrons
plus and
both
minus.
are there.
Holes and electrons.
mobile charge carriers.
Sir,
Holes
neutral.
Sir, all charge carriers are thermally generated and they are equal, so they maintain neutrality.
Yeah, now I am talking what types of carriers are there. Whether it is neutral or not, that is not. I am asking what are the types of carriers are there in intrinsic electrons and holes. Fine.
Holes.
Fantastic. Then I come to the n-type semiconductors. What type of carriers are there?
The
Electron.
maximum
So
electron.
both of them are there, but
Electron.
electrons are maximum.
Both are
Holes are very
magnetic and
minimal.
So majority electron carrier and
Donors, sir.
minorly
Donor electron carriers.
So you are talking about the electron and holes again.
Sir, holes are
Majority
very
will be the
minimal.
majority will be the electrons and minority will be the holes.
Holes,
in
yes,
n-type.
sir.
Any other carrier other than the electron and holes?
No.
No. Okay.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Ions.
No. Okay. No. Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. Similarly, in p-type, also you will same reply you will have that majority carriers are holes and electrons. There are no other charges. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God. Oh, yeah. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Something wrong. Okay.
Sir, one thing I have to add, obviously charge carriers will be there, sir,
No,
but there will
I'm
be
coming.
leftover
I'm coming to this. As you told that only the carriers are intrinsic, whether it is intrinsic or extrinsic, you have the carriers are only you have in electron and holes. There are no other charge carriers. Okay. But where about your ions? As I told in here, this is the atoms. It will be ionized. You will have the acceptor minus ions plus holes. So where will be the ions?
Sir, ions will perform covalent bonding with
There will be
silicon
ions or
atoms.
not. So there will
If
be
they
ions
are
or
in the
not.
lattice, they will be not be free. They will
There
not be
will be
free.
ions. At least charge ions will be there.
Yes,
So if I-
ions will be present.
So if I suppose schematically, if I want to draw that this is my p-type semiconductor, okay, this one. So what charge you will have? Maybe some neutral silicon atoms, those who are not substituted, or some neutral silicon atoms will be there. Then this negative acceptor ions will be there in p-type, okay. And as you told that mobile positive holes will be there, and you will have some electrons, that is the minority carrier that I have not shown here. Okay, so minority carriers electrons are there. Negative acceptor ions, which is given by the red circle minus red circle, these are the negative ions, and plus positive symbol signifies the holes. So these are the positive holes. Okay, so ions, holes, and some minority carriers will be there in p-type semiconductors. Because when I discuss about the p-n junctions, these ions will have some important role here. Okay. Similarly, when n-type, if you say the n-type semiconductors, what you will have? Similarly, you have the positive donor ions, that is the positive circle, okay, blue color, and negative electrons, those are the majority carriers, and positive holes that I have not shown in here, that is the minority carriers will be there. So minority carriers, majority carriers, and some ions will be there either in p-type or n-type semiconductors. Okay. And this is your corresponding band diagrams of just this is the conduction band, valence band, and Fermi level will be close to your valence band because these are the holes are majority carriers. And when the electrons are majority carriers, the Fermi level is close to the conduction band. Okay, so these are the p-type and n-type semiconductors. What you have, okay, and you can use this
There is a
equation.
specific reason of movement of Fermi level.
Sorry.
Yes, sir. What is the reason for the Fermi level to be down?
Or up?
Fermi
Yes, sir.
level will be because availability of electrons will be increased here in the near the conduction band. So Fermi level will be go to the near to the conduction band. Here it is n-type, and the holes, because the valence band will be the majority carriers. So Fermi level position will move close to the valence band electrons. Okay.
Sir, what does that fixed exactly mean?
Value.
Please explain it.
What is mean by fixed?
What is mean by?
That word fixed, sir, means mobile the holes are moving, so it will be the majority charge carries in p-type.
Okay, okay. These are the immobile charge. Okay, these are the mobile charge carriers, and these are the immobile charge carriers. I will show when the p-n junction will form, then the role of these immobile ions. Okay. So far we have discussed about the charge carriers. Okay.
Sir, I have one confusion.
Sorry.
Sir, what we understand that कि सर फर्मी लेवल नीचे आने से हम लोग को क्या पता चलता है?
कि probability of finding electron is there.
If Fermi level close to, this is the intrinsic level, okay. If Fermi level close to the valence band, so it will be near, that means holes, majority carriers. And Fermi level is close to the conduction band, because when the increasing or doping or carrier concentration, the probability of finding of the electrons will be increased or holes will increase. So that's why it is moving from intrinsic. Okay. Hello.
कौन है यार? म्यूट कर लो ना.
Please mute yours.
Okay. So next is so far we have the knowledge of the different types. and you know the carrier concentration. Because if you know the carrier concentrations, then you will have, because any device analysis, you need to know the carrier concentration. That already we have discussed. Now, if the carriers are not moving, then there will be no current flow. Okay, so we need to know how the carriers are moving across your semiconductors. So that is basically the transport of carriers, whether it is holes or electrons. Okay, so carrier transport, how the carriers are moving across your semiconductors. Okay, whether it is by any applying bias or without any bias. Okay, so transport, one is the drift. Already I think you have some little bit knowledge about this. That is the drift, motions of carriers under an applied field, electric. Okay, similarly the diffusions, the motion of carriers due to the gradient of concentrations. So if the high concentration and there are low concentration regions in a semiconductor, so from concentration to lower concentrations, carrier will move. That is the spontaneous movement of the carriers. That is basically the diffusions. As you know, the diffusion term, the diffusion is driving force of the diffusion is the concentration gradient. Okay, and drift, the motion of carriers or movement of carriers under any applied field. Okay. Okay. So these two we'll discuss in the basic levels. So carrier, first let's discuss with the carrier drift, the drift of carriers in an electric field. Okay. Suppose p-type semiconductors I am considering. Okay. This is particularly mobile charge carrier, as we are telling about this mobile charge carrier. Okay. Suppose let me consider the p-type semiconductors. Okay, where p the hole concentration is very greater than the electron concentrations. Okay, so if you apply the electric field, okay, then carriers will move, or if you apply some voltage, the carriers will move due to the electric field. Okay, and suppose the velocity, average velocity of the carriers is that is the average hole velocity, as we are considering p-type semiconductors. Suppose the average velocity of the p-type semiconductors we are considering. Okay, what is the total current density? Current density due to the holes. Current density due to the holes we are considering. As p-type semiconductor, majority carriers are there holes, so we are considering the J total by holes current density. Okay, so if you the current density, we can write charge on a hole plus into the density of holes into average velocity. Okay, so that will give the current density. Okay, so what is
Sir,
the
why
charge?
charge on a hole is plus Q?
Charge on a hole.
Charge on a hole is
What
plus
is the
Q.
current?
Why?
What is the current? What is the current density? Can you define? If you see the charge.
Sir, current per unit area.
Current per unit area.
Sir, current per unit area is such a current density.
Then what is the current?
Current charge by.
So when we multiply current density by area, we get current.
Liquidity.
If you see your assignment, you see this charge, density of holes, that means concentration of holes, and velocity. Just you check, and in next class you will tell me whether you are getting current density or not. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This one.
Sir, charge on a hole is equal to the charge of an electron.
Yeah, that is the Q. Coulombic charge I am talking about. That is the
Sir,
Q.
here Hall acts like a proton.
So can you write E?
This is the positive charge, Q, Coulombic charge. Okay, Q.
Hole is basically, sir, absence of electron, sir. That's why
Yes.
the charge.
So that is the charge.
Charge
Not
of
the
electron
charge
is
of
same
hole,
as
that is the positive
charge of hole.
Q. This one is right. This one, Q, Coulombic charge. This is the carrier concentration density of holes P, and this is average velocity. Okay.
So, sir,
here
can we consider hole as a proton here?
No. This is the electronic charge, the absence of electron. What is the electronic value that I will put? It will be the minus Q. N type, if I consider, that is the minus Q, minus value will take on the electron concentration N and velocity of the electron Bn. I am talking about as P. So this is the whole charge, Coulombic charge plus E, I can say.
Sir, small confusion. Is that average hole velocity is drift velocity?
Yeah. Drift velocity is called the drift average hole velocity. Okay.
Sir, what is the difference
So,
between drift and diffusion?
Yes, sir.
Drift and diffusion.
Yes, sir.
Drift is the movement of
Due to
carriers
electric
under
field.
an electric field. Okay. And due to the gradient of concentration, suppose you have here high concentrations and here low concentrations carriers. So diffusion will take place from this to this. In a sense, this is, suppose this is your one semiconductor. Locally, these are the high concentration region, and this is the low concentration regions. So obviously, the diffusion will take place from high concentration to. So what is the diffusion definition? Any type of, here I am talking about the carriers and diffusion of gases. Okay, as you know. So high concentration to low concentration. Driving force of diffusion, any type of diffusion is from concentration gradient. So this is the mechanism. Diffusion due to the concentration gradient of carriers. Here I am talking about the carriers. Okay, and drift is motion under the electric field. Okay, so now this is your current density. Okay, there is one relations. Just to remember that drift velocity, how the related with your electric field, because I told that this average velocity due to the electric field. Okay, as we are applying the electric field, carriers are moving. So there is obviously relation between the electric field and the average hole velocity or. Okay, so that is this term. So electric velocity is proportional to the electric field, proportionality constant mu p, that is the defined hole mobility, and this is E is the electric field. Okay, so there is relations Vp is equal to mu p E, where Vp is the velocity, mu p is the mobility of holes, and electric field what we are applying. So now this Vp, if you put in these equations Vp, okay, you will have these expressions. J is equal to QP Vp, as we have seen. Then put the Vp is equal to mu PE. So this one, then you are getting final these equations. So this one, if you use Jp is equal to, we can define the sigma p. This QP mu p, we can define sigma p E. Okay. So this is the final expressions of current density due to the holes, Jp to sigma PE, where sigma p is the conductivity of p-type semiconductors. So in the conductivity, you see this is the conductivity of p-type semiconductor, where you have the Coulombic charge, Q, hole concentrations, and mobility terms, mobility of holes. So mobility of holes, concentrations of holes and the Coulombic charge. So sigma p is equal to QP mu p. This is the conductivity of that p-type semiconductors as we have considered here. Similarly, sigma n, that is the n-type semiconductors, if we consider, then it will be Qn mu n. Qn mu n, n is the carrier concentrations of, that is the majority carriers of electrons if you consider the n-type semiconductor. See, let's see whether I have, yeah. So J drift, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You have a class 11 o'clock, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
We
sir.
have
Yes.
class.
Just 1 or 2
Yes,
minutes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So total current due to the drift, I can say the drift as we are considering the here applying field. So total drift current is due to both electron and hole in the same electric field. So JP drift, that means current density due to the holes, current density due to the electrons, this Jn drift. So we can write sigma PE and sigma NE, where sigma P is equal to, already we have defined this one, QP mu P. Okay, Q is the common, then we can write Q mu P, P plus Qn and N, electric field. So this is your final sigma E, for where suppose both carriers are there. If we generalize formula, J drift is equal to this one, where conductivity terms we are getting, and if we say the resistivity of that semiconductor, rho is equal to 1 by sigma P. So from here you can calculate, if you know the carrier concentration, that means if you know that means these electrons or holes, this is in your hand, because n-type and p-type semiconductors, how much doping you are doing, ND or NA, that means receptor and donors, that is in your hand. So that you can tune to get your desirable conductivity of that semiconductor for your device purpose. So this is that. So that means doping is a useful tool to increase the or to tune the conductivity of the semiconductors. Okay.
Sir, what does that mu p mean? Terminology. Mu p.
Mu P is the mobility.
Is the
Mobility of
the
holes
and mobility of electrons. So my question, please remember, the mobility of holes and mobility of electrons are different, because electrons mobility is higher than the holes mobility. Okay. So remember that sigma, if I say if we have the doping in p-type and n-type is the same concentrations with same of p and n, like
no,
if
sir.
I say, yeah, because mobility of the electron and holes are different.
Difference.
Okay?
Electrons
so
has
sigma p and sigma
more mobility. Yeah.
So why is it so?
Sir, what do we understand by mobility, sir?
mobility means
Movement, free movement.
easy. How easy is that carriers are moving? So that means electrons move faster than the holes. That is the concept you just right now you I think that electrons move faster than the holes. The mobility is higher of electrons and mobility of holes are less than electrons.
Current
Okay,
diffusion.
so today is up to this because 10:55 and only one diffusions I have left. Then I will start with the PN junctions. Okay.
Sir, send
So
the
share the
Please
notes,
share the
sir, after the
PPT.
class.
Sir,
Sir.
share the notes, sir, and then the
Yeah,
class.
today I will share these notes. Okay.
Sir,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Sir, please remember, sir. Please share the notes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Bye.
Sir, please share
The names of different.
Sir, sir, please share book also.
Please share the notes.
I have uploaded the syllabus. You can find the books in there.
Okay, sir. Sir, also share the names of reference books.
Yeah, already there. Already there.
It is already in the syllabus.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day, sir.
Okay,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas,
Bye.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Merry
Morning,
Christmas.
sir.
to you.